Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new on my channel, then welcome. Oh my gosh, it's so good to be back, guys. You have no idea. I know I've been away for quite a long time. Since my last video, I was still kind of feeling a bit iffy. I wasn't like 100%. And then kind of like straight afterwards, I left for Cyprus. It was kind of like a holiday, but not like 100% all holiday. But I'm not going to get into that. I will tell you guys more about it once there's something more to tell. So as of right now, let's just stick with I was on holiday for a week. Now I'm back and I'm able to film for you guys. And I know this is super late, but that is the reason why. Today we are doing another request. I was asked to do a very colorful and bold eye look. So that is exactly what I did. Now I know that like rainbow looks have been done 100 times over, but I just really wanted to do something like this. Because when I was in Cyprus, I didn't wear any makeup for a week. I just let my skin breathe. I didn't care about what I looked like. I really kind of let loose and reveled in my natural appearance. I really missed glamming myself up and doing the whole shebang. So this request came at such a great time. I'm really sorry, I cannot pronounce your name, so I'm just going to say thank you so much for the request. I'm sure you know who you are. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the look that came out. Let us jump straight into this eye look. I have prepped my face. I have the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base on my whole face. I also applied the L'Oreal Infallible Luminizing Primer in the places that I would normally highlight. So I applied it on the tops of my cheeks, on my forehead a bit, on the bridge of my nose, and also in the Cupid's bow and on my chin, obviously, as you can see, because I am beaming like Tin Man. And also, as a prep step, that rhymed, I use the NYX, how can I never remember this name, Dark Circle Concealer in the shade Medium. I also need to apply the Eyeshadow Primer Potion by Urban Decay, just so we would have something on our eyelids. Oh, and by the way, this band-aid is on my finger because I managed to somehow rip off this chunk of skin with an extension cord. Yes, I know, how is that even possible? I wish I had an answer for you. But seriously, it's ridiculous. I'm a bit ashamed, so let's not get into this. And as always, I'm just buffing it in with my finger. I'm going to, of course, use my bPerfect and Stacey Marie Carnival Palette. I am not going to go in with a transition shade. I am not going to. I know, it's shocking, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to start off with the yellow in the palette, which is called Keen. And I'm going to first start applying it on the inner corners and kind of blend it out towards the crease and the rest of my eyelid. It is super difficult to speak today. Oh my goodness. Let me know in the comment section if Mercury retrograde is affecting you guys at all, because it is definitely affecting me this month. It has never hit me as hard as it has this time. By the way, this thing that you can see over here, this is an homage to all of my Brazilian viewers. My dad brought this back to me from Brazil. Apparently it's like a thing to wear a feathery earring, but on one ear only. If you're from Brazil, if you're watching this, let me know if what he said was actually true. Let me know. But yeah, I really like it, and I thought because I'm doing this really colorful look anyway, I thought it would look cool. I feel like I'm not getting as much pigmentation as I would like with the brush. The brush laid down a nice base, but yeah, see? Oh, that is so much better. I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is the Wet n Wild P20. And it is, yes, it is dirty because I've used it with several transition shades before, but it doesn't really have any eyeshadow left on it. So I'm just going to buffer over that yellow and kind of blend it into the crease a bit and also towards my eyebrow. Next up, I'm going to take the shade Lit, which is right next to the shade Keen, and I'm going to apply that on my eyelid right next to the shade Keen. Actually, because I'm lazy and because I don't have a brush that I would like to use right now, I'm just going to use my finger and press it on. And we'll worry about the blending afterwards. I'm going to take another quote-unquote dirty brush that doesn't have any eyeshadow left on it, just because it's more dense. This is the 227 by Zoeva. I want it to be more kind of precise, and that's why I'm using this one to blend out the corally shade. I'm going to take a bit more using my finger again, and then again just blending over very lightly. I'm already liking the colors so much. So next I'm going to take the shade Wifey. We're just going in a row, and I'm going to put that next to what we just laid down. I'm actually going to use a brush. I'm going to try and use a brush to see how it goes. Okay, I am still going to use my finger as well, just because I feel like it's going to make the application a bit more pigmented. Okay, oh, we got some fallout. Take the first shade in a bit further. We're just taking the previous brush and blending over what I just did. Okay, I'm again taking a clean fluffy brush, and I'm just buffing over the uppermost edge, and then I'm going back in with the previous brush just to make sure that I don't blend away too much of the pigment. Taking the tiniest bit of the shade Lit that we have in the middle of the eyelid and blending that into the crease as well. And I'm just applying the colors as I feel like I need to. I'm just dabbing the middle shade back into the eye look. I am going to build up the outer V with a bit of the purple shade as well. And I'm going to take the shade Wasted, which is absolutely stunning. I love that purple shade. Going back with the previous brush, the one that we used for the pink shade. I'm just kind of pressing the two colors into one. And I'm taking more of the pink shade, and I'm just kind of applying it back into the eye look. And I'm taking it a bit more with my finger, just to make it pop. And I'm just going over all of the shades really. And I'm going back in with my fluffy brush as lightly as I possibly can. Before I go and finish up the other eye and clean up underneath my eyes and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild pressed powder in the shade Warm Light. Take a light dusting of that on a fluffy brush and just kind of buff over the topmost part. And then I'm going back in with the previous fluffy brush. We are back. The rest of the face is on. As always, if you want to know what products I used, then you can check the description box. I will always list all the products on my face there. So now, of course, we're going to finish up the lower lash line. So I'm going to take the shade Wasted. I'm going to put that on the lower lash line as well, closest to my outer V. This is literally as far as I'm taking it. Next up, I'm going to take the shade Sky, which is this beautiful bright blue, and I'm putting that in the center. Taking the other side that we used for the purple and blending the two. Taking just a tad more of the purple shade. For the last color on the lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Mint, and I'm placing that closest to my inner corner. And I'm just kind of going over all the colors on the lower lash line, adding some more pigment to them. And now I'm just taking the brush that we used for the powder underneath our brows. I'm just going to use that to very lightly buff underneath. I'm not going to take any more of the highlighting shade. I actually use the same palette to highlight. I use the shade Sinner, which is the more goldeny one. I'm just kind of tapping over the inner corners. We need something bright in the waterline. I might just go with the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Tu-Tu-Touquoise, because I haven't used this in a while. Let's see how this works. Oh, well, that's okay. I suppose it's okay. I'm just going to do my lashes, apply some falsies, apply a lip, which I haven't even thought of, oh God, and we will be all done with the look. And this was my super colorful makeup look. I hope that you guys like it. It's just something that I wanted to try because honestly, I have never done any look with this much color, I think. I'm still absolutely blown away by the quality of the Carnival palette. The eyeshadows, they are so vibrant, they're almost like neon, seriously. And they blend out like a dream. I don't know how they have managed to come up with this formula, but it works so well. And when you blend it, it doesn't get blended away, which normally tends to happen or can happen when eyeshadows are really, really bright. If you're looking for a really good colorful eyeshadow palette, I would highly recommend getting this one. Honestly, it's one of my top 5 palettes. This is the look. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I would love to read your thoughts. I would love to know whether you'd be wearing something like that, whether you'd be willing to wear something like this. So thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial and spending this time with me. If you enjoyed it, then you can give me a thumbs up, you can let me know, and you can let YouTube know that you like my content and you like my videos, and then YouTube will share it with more people, and then more people can find my channel. So yeah, if you want to do that, then give me a thumbs up, and also you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. If you have, thank you so much, and I'm really glad to have you here. So that's it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!